With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched. Took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
The play fake, now Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season. He only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Thomas Jr. 8 yards on the pickup.
ETN up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Good for our Jaguars. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll run with ETN. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Young to throw. Got a man. That's Leggett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Carolina.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On play action, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Nick Scorton. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep, Hunter Renfrow. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Young. That one complete till again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Panther first down.
To throw, Young. Wide open receiver complete. From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they get set to start their drive with a first and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's got some space here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they now string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Lawrence. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter.
Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Hunter. A gain of
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
Again, it's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the
I don't know about you, but I
17-yard
like
line.
this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down. First and goal.
ETN fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Got him in. That's Liggett. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Carolina.
Young now. There's Trimble, the tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd and 6. Here is Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. He's across midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Panthers.
Looking to throw, Young. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Carolina.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
A 40-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime
Our trip
report.
around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. Well done here. It's a touchdown. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the 2,000-yard rusher from a year ago, Saquon Barkley. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's a welcome sight here, back from injury, Chris Godwin. One of his 3 first-half touchdown catches he's been almost impossible to stop. The Buccaneers with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now Young. That caught by Tremble. So 8 yards on the completion there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 8 yards.
Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Off the play fake, Young. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Young will set to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Young to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Young. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick slant to Brown. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
One more time with ETN. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Young. And his throw is incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air once more, Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It's a loss of a yard.
Here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 10.
Lawrence on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. That one completes illegal. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
Throwing, Young. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. Down to about the 22 here. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Here is Young. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try the draw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Lawrence will throw. And this one's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to throw the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Young. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st down, Panthers.
Young. The open man here, Renfro. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
Young to throw.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's taken down inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. Caught by Trimble. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's 1st down. Now Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts
It's second down.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Young. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. Here's second down. Throwing now, Lawrence. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Jaguars.
And he just does get the spike. 1 second remaining. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Carolina, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the